What's good, yeah? So, Pretus, today we're going to talk about margin calls. So, as an investor, probably the worst thing you can get, no, it is the worst thing you can get, is a margin call. So, what that means is whatever you invested in has pretty much gone south, and you need to pay up as soon as possible because you used margin, which is a loan, right? So, there's two type of accounts, a cash account and a margin account. If you have a cash account, you wouldn't have to worry about this. But if you do invest on a margin account, and you pretty much borrow money to invest from your brokerage, if that position goes south, you're due a margin call. So, for example, Alibaba here, or baby Amazon, this account here is basically Alibaba account, right? So because the price of Alibaba over the past week has dropped significantly, I was due a margin call, right? So it's based on your balance, the balance in your account. Right now, my account value is 5,616, right? But your margin call is not going to be based on that. So if we go to balances, what your margin call is based on is your maintenance requirement. Once you fall below your maintenance requirement, you're automatically going to be hit with a margin call, and you're going to have to pay. I don't know how much time they really give you to pay it, because I've gone like some days without paying it, or like I've waited to see if they would sell some of my positions. They've never done that, but I don't really know how they do it. But usually I just pay to get the price back up in my portfolio, just because I don't want to sell off the stock. But as long as your maintenance requirement is above this, as long as your portfolio is above this, as you can see right now, I'm at 5,156, right? This doesn't include options. This only includes like stocks and all that stuff, ETFs, whatever you have in there. So your options won't count. But to handle your margin call, just go to cover margin call. You see, that's not even, some people get margin calls for like fucking thousands of dollars, right? So imagine you got a margin call like, hey, pay $7,000-8,000 like by tomorrow, or we're going to sell, positions. That's essentially what they're going to do. They're going to sell positions in your account to cover that. So deposit cash. All right, let's cover this. The best thing to do is just cover your margin. Just keep money in the background, so if ever you do get a margin call, you can just cover it without having to sell your positions. I'm just going to put 400. Transfer. Boom. And once they process that, then it's pretty much going to cover your margin call. And then that's pretty much it. But try to avoid margin calls as much as possible. So what the best thing to do is, I would say don't borrow too aggressively. Don't use fucking margin at all. Honestly, I forgot about this fucking account, and then I got a notification that I was due like a margin call, and I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, don't even use margin unless you want to deal with margin calls, because sometimes once the investment goes south, and then you got to pay up, so, or they can sell your positions, so that works too. If you don't really care, you can let them sell the position and they'll cover it themselves. But I'm Hal, man. Peace.